Hello everyone, it's Sarah here with another hashtag trending. Whether you like it or not, the COVID-19 pandemic is still among the top stories across the world and keeps trending online as well. So in today's edition, we will be looking at social media's reactions to the recent rollout of the Iranian-made coronavirus vaccine. Stay tuned. It's called Cov Iran Barakat and has been approved for an emergency mass application. Iran's vaccination drive has been moving at a slow pace, mainly because of U.S. sanctions interfering with its attempts to obtain foreign vaccines. But these homegrown vaccines can significantly lighten the road for the health sector and speed up the process. Leader of the Islamic Revolution, Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei, also received his first jab of the Iranian-made vaccine on Friday. The leader said he had been determined to wait for the homegrown vaccine. Here's a tweet from his official page. I told the dear developers that thank God you have been prompt and dedicated in developing a suitable COVID vaccine. You should publish the relevant scientific papers and documents for the world's information. This is very important and must be done. Hashtag proudly Iranian. For your information, Iran now is the 6th country in the world to accomplish this feat. The next comment from Ali Naqavi, he said in response to the leader's tweet, see the difference? A big sigh of relief for Big Pharma and more angst and anxiety for developing nations with rising COVID infections. Bill Gates says no to sharing vaccine formulas with the global poor to end pandemic. That's a very interesting observation. In another tweet, Abu Bakr quoted from Dr. Marandi, Imam Khamenei had set 2 conditions for receiving COVID vaccine. Condition number 1, he will not be vaccinated out of turn. Condition number 2, he will only receive an Iranian vaccine. Since vaccinating everyone over 80 in the country has finished, he will receive the vaccine in the next few days. This is obviously from before the leader received his first dose, but anyway, that's nice to know. And another tweet from the Iran embassy in the UK, they say, Head of Food and Drug Administration of Iran. The World Health Organization has granted permission to Iran's Food and Drug Administration to approve the vaccine. If Iran approves a vaccine, it means that the World Health Organization has licensed it, even in other countries besides Iran. It's interesting to know that Cov Iran Barakat is not the only Iranian-made vaccine in production. There are at least 3 more vaccines ready to hit the market in the coming weeks and months. Now let's check out our next batch of tweets. Samira in the first tweet says, Iran has vaccinated all those who had the underlying disease and the medical staff of hospitals, scavengers, and the elderly. And it's now the vaccination middle-aged people, but our leader waited for several months to get the Iranian vaccine. Our next tweet from Mademoiselle says, I was very lucky to have been born in a country where the top leader of that country trusts in youth and their capabilities to such an extent to risk his own precious life to support their achievement. And another tweet by Sajjad says, among the Islamic nations, Iran is the only country that has produced a COVID vaccine. It is an honor for Muslims who know the importance of scientific development in the Islamic world. And let's check out another comment by Nazanin. She says, in spite of all the boycotts and difficulties, our scientists show that they can overcome, and our leader supports all of us. Iran has a long history of vaccine development and production that goes back a century. Even before the pandemic, Iran was among the top 10 vaccine-producing countries. And our final batch of tweets starts with Maedeh. She says, the fact that the Iranian vaccine was developed under cruel maximum pressure sanctions is what makes it such a noteworthy accomplishment. Absolutely. And another tweet from Ali Hafezi says, we see that the title, We Can, is in everyone. There is nothing that Iranian talent and Iranian elite cannot create or produce or build. To the blindness of your eyes. And our final tweet of the day comes from Hassan Mafi. He says, despite all the sanctions, Iranians are flying higher than other countries in the Middle East and are proving yet again that if you try to burn us, we would rise again like a phoenix, and there is nothing that can stop our great nation. And that's it for today's edition of Hashtag Trending. Hope you liked it, and until next time, stay safe and bye-bye.